The narrative unfolds with the poignant image of a melancholic soldier seated beneath a tree, reflecting on a military proverb that warns of the perils in one's later years, likening them to falling leaves. Filled with regret, the soldier, Park Byung-jang, recalls a recent incident at the divisional guerrilla field, just 3 days away from his anticipated discharge. Park, fatigued and yearning for respite, discovers that a new platoon leader, Kim Shin-em, is set to take charge. Frustrated by the prospect of a seemingly inflexible leader, Park's world is shaken when Kim Shin-em singles him out, forced to demonstrate an obstacle course despite his impending discharge. Park grudgingly complies, harboring thoughts of evasion in the days to come. In an unexpected turn of events, Park stumbles and falls during the obstacle course. Worried onlookers surround him as someone urgently calls for him to wake up. To his surprise, he finds himself face to face with a goddess named Parlia, who claims he has endured numerous hardships in his life. Initially dismissing the encounter as a dream, Park attempts to awaken himself by slapping his face. However, Parlia insists on his role as a warrior, revealing that he must undergo training once again, having trained for 9 months in a previous life. Overwhelmed, Park lashes out at Parlia, accusing her of disrupting his imminent discharge. Rejecting the title of warrior, Park's anger prompts Parlia to cast him back to earth. Finding himself lying hungry in a forest, Park scavenges for food, questioning the lack of diverse food sources. Monsters in the forest avoid him, expecting a formidable opponent. Apologizing to Parlia, Park's repentance is met with forgiveness and he receives essential items, including a menu and a shovel. Meanwhile, Captain Dora and Ilari, wandering through the forest, encounter a cake made by Park. Unable to comprehend its origin, they dismiss it as a myth. Upon sensing a presence, they attempt to flee but are bewildered when Park suddenly appears, using his shovel to surprise them. Park challenges himself to a fight, leading Dora to perceive him as a dangerous creature emitting an evil aura. Despite Park's plea for peaceful communication, Dora and Nilari approach aggressively, falling into traps set by Park. Unveiling his strategy of securing food with traps, Park attempts to explain his situation. However, Dora and Nilari remain wary. A series of events transpire, including an unconscious Nilari, a regained consciousness by Dora, and Park's request for their assistance in escaping the forest. As Park engages in dialogue with Dora and Nilari, attempting to secure their cooperation, the story takes an unexpected turn with the introduction of spicy chicken hot sauce. Park, employing humor to ease the tension, pours the sauce into Dora's mouth, sparking a change in her disposition. The chapter concludes with Chief Hyona anxiously awaiting the return of Dora and Nilari, unaware of the unfolding events in the forest. Amidst the bustling town, Park's daring move to use Nilari as a hostage immediately drew the attention of the townsfolk, who promptly armed themselves and surrounded him. To everyone's surprise, Park suddenly invoked the name of Parlia, leaving the crowd bewildered. Seizing the opportunity, Park playfully twirled Nilari around before startlingly tossing her towards the angry mob, triggering a furious rush towards him. In a clever twist, Park began praying before his statue of Parlia, bringing the furious mob to a standstill. Introducing himself as a warrior sent by Parlia, Park claimed a divine purpose. The unexpected arrival of the chief further complicated matters as she revealed an oracle from Parlia foretelling the arrival of a warrior. However, suspicions arose that Park might be the ominous force mentioned in the prophecy. As tension escalated, a mysterious entity in the sky identified Park and declared, "Found him." This spectral flame expressed a desire to stop Parlia and garnered the attention of the gathered crowd. Dora, resentful of the chief's dealings with Park, was reassured by Haona, who emphasized the importance of respecting the oracle. As plans unfolded for Park to undergo a warrior test orchestrated by the returning Kareem, a formidable member of the Range clan, Park contemplated escape. His attempt was abruptly halted by a bullet, revealing Marley, a figure with personal motives against Parlia. Intrigued by her ability to transform into a familiar weapon, Park learned of her betrayal by Parlia. An elderly figure, seemingly attuned to the language Park spoke, approached and revealed Parlia's gift of language comprehension. The chief invited Park to join them, and Marley pledged to enhance his powers as trust developed between them. Meanwhile, from the celestial vantage point, Parlia remained oblivious to Park's presence due to Marley's intervention. Brown, Parlia's emissary, returned with information about Marley, but Parlia dismissed her significance, focusing on her grander mission. As the warrior test with Karim commenced, Park, armed with newfound abilities, discovered that Karim could not be easily defeated. A fierce battle ensued, but Park's military training proved ineffective against Karim's resilience. Marley intervened, guiding Park to understand the essence of trust and unveiling her unique abilities. With newfound determination, Park faced Karim again. This time, a dazzling display of powers overwhelmed Karim, leading to his defeat. However, as the truth about Park's identity unfolded, chaos ensued, and the townsfolk turned against him. In the midst of the turmoil, monstrous creatures descended from the sky, signaling a new and unforeseen challenge for Park. Dora boldly confronted and vanquished monsters while Park, filled with concern, discovered the unexpected presence of demons. Faced with the eerie sight, Park contemplated escaping but recalled his unique ability from his army days, the cloak, allowing him to vanish from sight. Executing this maneuver, Park escaped, but his attempts to contact Marley went unanswered. Meanwhile, the bullet around his neck transformed into a flame, materializing into a human shape. Marley, whose strength was returning. Park learned that Marley had absorbed her own children to prevent Parlia's plan, revealing that the monsters were summoned by Parlia, not Marley. In a twist, it turned out that the village seeking Park's help comprised Marley's children. As they discussed the unfolding events, they discovered a boy named St. June. Though initially threatened by Park, Jun revealed he was a spy opposing the Parlin faith, tasked with infiltrating the village. Park, intrigued by Jun's determination, spared him, realizing he might be of help. Despite suspicions, Marley and Park considered June's potential assistance. Karim, still a threat, could hunt them down. June proposed an alliance for survival, offering his expertise as a spy. Park, appreciating Jun's determination, decided to keep him, formulating a plan for an adventure that tied their destinies together. As the two worlds collided, Goddess Parlia achieved success and assigned a guide named White to Kim Shinim, who had witnessed Park's death. Kim, initially confused, learned he was in a new world and accepted a chance to alter the course of events, the comedy becoming a warrior to eliminate evils. Kim, now equipped with divine power and a transformed White as a sword, descended to protect the Empire. Meanwhile, Park and June, disguised as a priest and nun, infiltrated the Empire. June's skills facilitated their entry, much to Park's annoyance. Unexpectedly, Park's encounter with a child softened his demeanor, revealing a previously unseen side of him. In St. John's hideout, Park, still irked by the doll's resemblance to Kim Shinim, discovered that the warrior who saved the Empire was not him. Despite uncertainties, they planned to gather information and power with Jun's help. Meanwhile, Dora Captain sought revenge, asking the warrior to join forces. In an underground arena, Park, disguised as Champ Tiger, engaged in a mysterious match. As the narrative unfolded, the intricate web of alliances, personal histories, and the impending clash of worlds added layers to the evolving story. In the dimly lit underground arena, the blue-skinned bouncer bellowed. Next, a fresh opponent approached, aiming kicks at Park, but his lightning-fast counters swiftly dispatched the challenger. The raucous crowd erupted in cheers, witnessing Park's unparalleled skills. Victorious, Park claimed the prize money and shared a celebratory meal with his companions, Marley and June. Their merriment, however, was interrupted by a mysterious man who recognized Park from the recent brawl. Complimenting Park on his performance, the stranger hinted at the harsh treatment people from Manhwa endured in the Empire. He warned Park of the formidable Friday, a returning A-rank fighter and the Empire's strongest. Enter a burly figure, pushing aside a waiter, demanding more fried chicken. Unfazed by the disruption, the man scolded the waiter, proclaiming his sacred chicken and beer time. At the bar inn, June introduced Friday as the 8th-ranked A-rank fighter, significantly stronger than Karim. Marley offered assistance, but Park, with a mischievous plan in mind, declined. A clandestine meeting occurred in a backstreet restaurant where Friday indulged in golden fried chicken and beer. Park audaciously joined him, requesting a bite and provocatively claiming pizza's superiority over the fried delight. The challenge escalated into a week-long countdown to an underground arena showdown, leaving the crowd bewildered. Upon Park's return to Jun's hideout, laughter ensued as he revealed the bizarre negotiation involving Friday's weakness for chicken. Jun questioned Park's motive while Marley entered, recognizing Park's calculated nature. The much-anticipated battle unfolded a week later, with Park and Friday squaring off. Park, focused and determined, faced Friday's taunts with stoicism. The crowd anticipated a legendary clash as Park executed a series of powerful moves. However, Friday's unexpected transformation into a carbonic acid-infused force left Park battered and bleeding. Amidst the intense exchange of blows, Park exploited Friday's vulnerability, securing a momentary advantage. Yet, Friday revealed a deadly trick, a sparkling infusion that culminated in a devastating explosion within Park's body. Severely injured, Park lay defenseless on the ground, Jun and Marley anxiously watching. Friday, acknowledging Park's audacity in insulting the sacred chicken, expressed admiration for the fight. Suddenly, a dark aura enveloped Park, and against all odds, he began to stand. Unleashing newfound magic, Park surprised everyone, overpowering Friday and leaving him battered and humiliated. However, the triumphant moment was short-lived as Park succumbed to mana overload, a rare genetic condition consuming his life energy. Friday, torn between rage and a strange sense of responsibility, vowed not to let Park die in such a manner. The unfolding drama left Marley outraged, questioning the true purpose of Park's revenge. In a desperate bid to survive, Park inflicted self-harm, attempting to revert the magical overload. The outcome remained uncertain, leaving the arena in tense anticipation of the final twist in this extraordinary tale. In the heat of the confrontation, emotions flared, and the tension thickened like a cloud of impending storm. Friday's surprise and smile betrayed the realization that Park, in a bizarre twist, was using his own magical abilities to counter the mana overload threatening to consume him. Friday, appreciating Park's madness, issued a warning tinged with determination, proclaiming his readiness to do whatever it took to emerge victorious. As Park shrouded himself in mana, assuming a battle stance, Friday harnessed the power of his sparkling to surge through his veins, elevating his strength for an impending clash. Swiftly maneuvering behind Park, Friday prepared to strike, catching him off guard with a powerful blow. Yet Park, despite seeming overpowered, maintained an enigmatic smile. To everyone's astonishment, Park summoned a makeshift shovel using his mana-infused left hand, a seemingly audacious move given his compromised state. With a surprising strike, Park toppled Friday, leaving the audience in jaw-dropped shock as he claimed victory. In the aftermath, Park lay battered and wounded on a bed in Jun's hideout, tended to by Marley. Despite severe injuries, Marley's magical prowess was called upon to mend Park's wounds. Upon regaining consciousness, Park, still groggy, questioned the abrupt change in Marley's appearance, only to learn that she had sacrificed much of her energy to heal him. Elsewhere, Jun, now in disguise, ventured into the village streets seeking assistance. To his dismay, he discovered Riku, the ally who could aid them, entangled in a situation. The unexpected presence of Hon, the formidable Imperial Knight Commander, unraveled the intricate plot, leading to Jun being interrogated as well. Back at Riku's bakery, tensions rose as accusations flew. Riku's defense fell on deaf ears as Hon remained suspicious, further complicating their predicament. As Jun sought help from Park and Marley, a plan began to take shape. Upon rendezvousing Park, showing signs of recovery, expressed gratitude to Jun for his earlier assistance. However, Park's pragmatic demeanor revealed a reluctance to engage in what he deemed unnecessary endeavors. Marley, in contrast, extended her support to Jun for the rescue mission. As the trio prepared for the task at hand, Park, seemingly overwhelmed by memories, erupted in anger, labeling Marley with sharp words. Jun and Marley, now disguised, embarked on their mission, only to face unexpected challenges. Amidst the chaos, Jun revealed a mysterious pill, a contingency plan for his transformation ability. Yet, their efforts were thwarted by unforeseen adversaries, leaving them at the mercy of imposing foes. Just when despair loomed, Park, appearing out of nowhere, effortlessly vanquished the threats. His uncharacteristic assistance sparked a mix of emotions, and as the trio geared up for their journey, playful banter ensued, revealing a dynamic and complex relationship among them. Meanwhile, Hon, privy to unfolding events, strategized with a mysterious character who reveled in chaos. As they set their sights on a new mission, a sinister plot began to unravel, casting shadows over the protagonist's path. In the chaotic aftermath of the battle, June and Park found themselves sitting helplessly on the ground, reflecting on the unfolding events. Jun, burdened with guilt, acknowledged his role in the situation and expressed gratitude to Park for standing by him. Park, in response, handed June a pill and rose to his feet, undergoing a transformation into a new, formidable form. As Hon, the commanding figure, recognized Park's magical abilities, he ordered his troops to capture him. However, Park swiftly launched a counterattack, hurling the approaching soldiers away. Simultaneously, June ingested the pill, triggering a transformative process that turned his body into a creature, evoking fear in everyone present, including On. Marley, observing the startling developments, referred to June as son, unveiling a familial connection. Amidst the chaos, a mysterious young man appeared on the battlefield, questioning the senseless conflict between the parties involved. The scene abruptly shifted as Hon began recalling memories, his forehead covered in sweat. Jun, curious about his transformed appearance, sought Park's opinion, but Park was at a loss for words. The unsettling atmosphere escalated when a peculiar individual threw a toy on the ground, which unexpectedly attacked Park and June. The toy's bizarre abilities manifested, momentarily restraining them against a wall. This Doctor character then laughed maniacally, threatening. As the toy prepared to crush them, Park urged Jun to utilize his newfound abilities. Following Marley's guidance, June used his sharp teeth to crush the toy's hand, freeing them both. However, Doctor quickly surrounded them with a clay barrier, introducing Riku, the bakery owner, as an unexpected ally. June, shocked by Riku's transformation into a devil-like figure, faced the harsh reality that his friend had been modified. Riku unleashed toxic attacks, prompting Park and Jun to defend themselves. In a moment of despair, Doctor trapped them in a clay enclosure, setting Riku to release poisonous clouds. While June, partially resistant to the toxicity, struggled, Park ingeniously protected himself with a makeshift diver's outfit. Riku's assault intensified, but Park's mana shield saved him. Unfortunately, June succumbed to the dissolving. Just as their demise seemed imminent, Marley empowered June, unlocking the true potential of the Vave tribe. The Doctor, confident in their impending doom, was taken aback as the clay wall unexpectedly shattered. June emerged at full power, ready to confront the Doctor. In a twist, Marley revealed that in 3 minutes, June and Park were destined to succumb to the toxic clouds. Yet, June and Park miraculously broke free. Riku's demise unfolded as he dissolved into pieces. June, devastated, attempted to save Riku, who left a heartfelt message before passing away. Back in the present, fueled by grief, June attacked the Doctor. Surprised by Jun's rage, the Doctor attempted to manipulate the situation, but ended up with a cut on his hand from Jun's sharp claw. Park intervened, kicking Jun, and a mysterious slash revealed On's arrival. The ensuing battle left Jun and Park injured and bloodied. As Hon confronted them, a sinister Doctor approached, expressing interest in the captured duo. Hon agreed to send June to him earlier, and Park found himself in a new location, an Imperial concentration camp. The unfolding events hinted at an impending struggle for survival, with a shadow of uncertainty looming over their fates. In the dimly lit cell, Park engaged Marley in a conversation about the enigmatic Bapes tribe, a creation born from Marley's extraordinary abilities in the Parlian world. Parlia's suggestion to craft a new race had turned out to be a treacherous trap, leaving Marley at the mercy of Parlia's whims. Sympathy welled up within Park for Marley, who was subjected to bullying by the capricious Parlia. This ignited a heated argument about Parlia's character, exposing the ease with which individuals fell prey to her deceit. In a sudden revelation, Marley pondered whether Parlia's summoning of Park as a warrior was merely a charade. Alone in his cell, Park, once burdened with self-blame, now laughed at the realization that Parlia had given him a chance at her own expense. The atmosphere shifted as footsteps echoed through the hall, and Park turned to see Sister Ray, an investigator, approaching him. Warned that his laughter would be short-lived, Park was ushered into another room, where iron chains suspended him from the ceiling. Interrogation ensued, with Sister Ray pressing Park about the whereabouts of the Manhwa organization's members. Park, claiming ignorance, faced skepticism. A table with a pan and a flickering fire was brought in. and Sister Ray cracked an egg onto the pan, vowing to fry it until Park spoke. However, Park's request to remove the eggshell fell on deaf ears, further intensifying the exchange. Just as tension reached its peak, a man entered, revealing that June's testimony had exonerated Park. Sister Ray, apologetic, explained the mistake and promised a delicious meal for Park. In the dining hall, carrying a plate of fried chicken, Park encountered Friday, who expressed surprise at his presence. Seeking to reconcile, Park offered a drumstick as an apology, eventually winning over Friday's gratitude. The savory delight of the chicken rekindled Friday's long-lost pleasure. However, he soon realized his overindulgence, lamenting the meager portion compared to his usual feasts. Park, tearing a piece of chicken in two, triggered Friday's ire, leading to a humorous confrontation. Time passed, and Park's influence grew within the prison. He became the newest member of the Manhwa organization, leading a team that garnered favor from the guards. Disciplining unruly prisoners became Park's routine, solidifying his and Friday's formidable reputation. Despite their incarceration, they commanded fear among fellow inmates. In a strategic move, Park and Friday discussed plans for an escape. Acknowledging their sealed magic, Park revealed a tattoo of Marley as a potential advantage. Realizing the need for additional talents, they sought Galileo, an information goblin intrigued by the prospect of a food delivery business. Despite initial reluctance, a 50-50 profit share offer from Park swayed Galileo, paving the way for their collaboration. Recruitment efforts extended to formidable figures in the prison, including the murderous sisters, Cindy and Bella, and the elusive Mongi. Agori, the witch with a devil in her mouth, joined their ranks after a diss battle that showcased Park's resilience. The team expanded further with the addition of Agori's associates, Dal and Jido. Sister Ray expressed concern about the growing influence of Park's group, suspecting hidden motives. The Warden, a formidable figure known as Father, dismissed her worries, advising her to observe the unfolding events. Park orchestrated a diss battle, pitting Agori against the crowd, showcasing his ability to withstand mental attacks. The exchange ended amicably, leading to Agori, Dal, and Jado joining Park's ranks. Marley, observing the changes, confronted Park in his cell. Acknowledging his newfound popularity, Park revealed his understanding of Parlia's plan to transform him into a demon. Determined to thwart Parlia's schemes, Park outlined his strategy to overpower the warrior without direct confrontation. Marley, impressed by Park's audacity, shared a smile despite the confines of their cell. Unbeknownst to them, a disguised Brown eavesdropped on their conversation, reporting back to Parlia. A month later, the prison atmosphere shifted under Park's influence. The once rigid environment transformed into a more comfortable space, with prisoners advocating for sentence reductions. Guards favored Park, and even an old man cleaning the floor found him amiable, expressing a wish for Park to be his son-in-law. The old man revealed he had 5 daughters. Park, aware of the impossibility, contemplated the fleeting nature of the moment. As Park and his team gathered to discuss plans for sentence reduction, the air buzzed with anticipation, setting the stage for the unfolding of their intricate strategy. However, his clandestine scheme unfolded with the true intent of orchestrating a prison break. While the majority of the group rejoiced at the prospect of freedom, Jelro, who had harbored hopes of sentence reduction through community service and entrepreneurship, was left disheartened. Friday, with a pat on Jiro's shoulder, subtly conveyed that he had fallen victim to deception. Utilizing the flame tattoo on his hand, Park summoned Marley, who manifested a shovel for him. Marley proceeded to obliterate the mana breakers, the source enabling the team's use of mana for escape. Park's team, now aware of his real identity as the Devil of the Oracle, apprehensively acknowledged the peril of attempting an escape that could lead to execution. However, Park insisted on crossing the untouchable line rather than living in perpetual concealment. Testing his team's mettle, Park instructed them to endure until he signaled before making their move. The troops, recognizing Park by his distinctive flame and green shovel outfit, identified him as the Devil, the Oracle. The revelation startled Park's team, but he remained resolute, emphasizing the necessity to confront the inevitable rather than hide. As the troops moved to intercept Park's team, a skirmish unfolded. Park and Marley observed from a vantage point, with Park urging Marley about the urgency of rescuing their comrade. Meanwhile, within the Empire, Warden convened with fellow members to discuss the agenda of a meeting regarding the potential sentence reduction for the Manhwa member. Sister Rei vehemently opposed the idea, and a decision hung in the balance. An unexpected announcement disrupted the meeting. Park's team had severed their mana breaker and attempted an escape. Sister Rei found delight in the suspicion surrounding the black-haired individual, inadvertently offending the Warden who shared the same hair color. The troop also revealed Park's association with the Devil of the Oracle, surprising the Warden, who ordered his troops to eliminate any escaping prisoners and fetch Captain Hon for reinforcement. Back at the prison, Park had located Jun's cell, guarded by a lone sentinel. Dispatching the guard effortlessly, Park and Marley rescued Jun, evoking tears of gratitude from him. Meanwhile, Park's team convened to strategize. Friday set off to find clothes, while other members bid farewell, leaving Gelro and Mongi. Gelro, concerned for Mongi, insisted on accompanying him. Park's team reverted to their original form, awaiting their captain's return. The murderous sisters encountered the knight of the prison, leading to a confrontation where the knight's abilities unfolded. The fight intensified as Dirt Needle and Arifai showcased their unique skills. Despite challenges, Bella and Cindy fought back with newfound determination. Back with Park and Jun, Park revealed that he had recruited new colleagues to handle the trouble caused during Jun's rescue. Despite Park's reassurance, Jun and Marley sensed his deception but understood the necessity of recruiting help. As Cindy and Bella faced a formidable challenge, Bella drew strength from Park's teachings on true strength, pushing herself beyond limits. Arifai and Dirt Needle were perplexed by the murderous sisters' resilience. The battle reached a climax as Bella, empowered by an aura, engaged in a final struggle against the knights, determined to prove the strength that transcends physicality. In the gripping climax, Dirt Needle and Arifai found themselves at the mercy of the murderous sisters. Despite their best efforts, Bella and Cindy outmaneuvered them, leaving Dirt Needle standing alone against the relentless onslaught. With a swift intervention from Park, however, the tables turned as he rendered Dirt Needle unconscious, securing victory for his team. Meanwhile, the formidable Captain Isekai'd confronted Agare and her accomplices. Gaida's strength and speed proved insurmountable, leading to Agare's defeat. Unyielding, Gaida urged Agare to repent and join the Parlia goddess, but the tables turned when Agare cleverly exploited a moment of vulnerability, causing Gaither and her team to succumb to emotional chaos. As the narrative unfolds, the focus shifts to the prison's dining hall, where a seasoned chef faced criticism from Friday for his fried chicken skills. The chef's past haunted him, a tale of defeat by culinary geniuses that drove him to prison kitchen duty. Friday, recognizing the chef's true potential, encouraged him to embrace his passion. In a moment of redemption, the chef presented Friday with a perfect dish, earning praise and restoring his pride. Elsewhere, Park observed the unfolding events, engaging in a revealing conversation with his colleague Jun. The intricate dynamics among the recruited individuals, including the murderous sisters, Agare, Friday, Gelro, and Mongi, played out. Park, satisfied with Agare's performance but disappointed with her men, revealed that Gelro and Mongi had been exceptional from the start. Cindy and Bella sought insights into Friday's true strength, prompting Park to disclose the hidden power unleashed during their battle. Friday's overwhelming strength left Kareem and Dora trembling in fear after a failed attempt to challenge him. Despite their efforts, Friday's dominance prevailed, leaving them defeated but in awe of his power. As the tension escalates, Warden, embodying a formidable presence, intervenes in Agare's plight. Wielding a mysterious ability, Warden forces Agare to confront the weight of a father's responsibility. However, Park's strategic intervention disrupts Warden's plans, leading to a clash between the two formidable figures. The narrative takes an unexpected turn as Warden unveils a shocking revelation. He is the old man janitor, known as Father, possessing a memory ability that transforms life's emotions into formidable magic. The revelation adds layers to the unfolding conflict, setting the stage for a battle that transcends physical prowess. The intricate interplay of characters, abilities, and past traumas weaves a captivating tale of intrigue and suspense. In the intricate dance of combat, Park found himself facing an unexpected adversary. The formidable what initially seemed like an encounter with an old man took a dark turn, as Warden revealed his disappointment in Park, envisioning him as a potential son-in-law who would bring forth a grandchild. The eerie confrontation escalated when Warden's sinister ability came to light, the power to manipulate emotions into potent mana, either strengthening himself or weakening his opponents. Park, taken aback by the unorthodox nature of this power, soon realized that Warden's true strength lay in his capacity to intensify his emotions, a feat he accomplished by delving into his family album. This revelation left Park disturbed, deeming Warden's ability as morally questionable. Simultaneously, a seemingly unrelated but equally intense battle unfolded between Friday and his adversaries. In a twist of fate, Friday's nonchalant attitude towards the fight shifted when he playfully engaged with Dora. However, as the battle unfolded, it became evident that Friday was not merely toying with his opponents. Rather, he was strategically biding his time to relish his chicken. As the clash reached its zenith, Dora's abilities proved limited in range, allowing Friday to exploit her vulnerabilities and gain the upper hand. Yet, a sudden surge of determination in Karim, despite nearing the brink of defeat, resulted in the creation of a powerful Bape tribe golem. Unfortunately, his traumatic memories disrupted the manifestation of this formidable ally. In another corner of this fantastical world, Gelro faced a dire predicament against the relentless Hoodie. Hoodie's ability to transform into various animals by zipping up his animal skin hoodie posed an imminent threat. Gelro, armed only with his wits, tried to outsmart Hoodie, who harbored a twisted excitement for acquiring Mongi's rare leather cloth. As the narrative seamlessly transitioned between these riveting encounters, Park found himself in a heated clash with Warden. Marley, an unexpected ally emerging from Park's being, added a layer of complexity to the unfolding drama. Warden, using his ability to bolster his team, unleashed a barrage of attacks, prompting Park to strategize a change in the battlefield. In a moment of inspiration, Park seized the initiative, locking Warden's head with his shovel and propelling him into the air. Friday, descending from the sky, delivered a powerful sparkling lariat, sending Warden crashing into a forested area. The alliance between Park and Friday against their former colleague showcased the evolution of their skills and the unity forged in battle. Yet, as the fight continued, it became apparent that Warden possessed an indomitable resilience, withstanding their relentless onslaught. Park and Friday, fatigued but undeterred, faced a formidable adversary whose unwavering commitment to protecting his child fueled his strength. In the face of this seemingly unbeatable foe, Park contemplated desperate measures, considering the possibility of taking hostages or utilizing a gun. Simultaneously, Gelro and Mongi grappled with Hoodie's relentless pursuit. Gelro's unique abilities, including his capacity to unveil an object's past and act as a covert information courier, played a crucial role in the unfolding drama. Hoodie's transformation into a monstrous beast, Gorny Rodcilius, added another layer of complexity to the already intricate narrative. As the story continued its enthralling twists and turns, the characters faced moral dilemmas, strategic choices, and the looming threat of a powerful adversary. The tale unfolded like a tapestry, weaving together diverse threads of combat, emotion. Hoodie swiftly evaded Mongi's attack, retaliating with a powerful blast. In a strategic move, Gelro identified the vulnerability in Hoodie's transformed state, signaling Mongi to target both shoulders with precision blows from his blowgun. The onslaught left Hoodie powerless and vulnerable, prey-like in the face of impending danger. As Mongi prepared to deliver the finishing blow, Trojan intervened, saving Hoodie from certain doom. Gelro, however, harbored resentment for the delayed rescue, showcasing an ungrateful demeanor. Hoodie, grateful for Trojan's timely intervention, embraced the opportunity to feign his demise, escaping Mongi's clutches. Gelro inquired about Park's situation, prompting Cindy to explain that Park was engaged in a fierce battle with Warden and had urged them to escape the prison. Gelro, skeptical of Cindy's account, insulted her, displaying a lack of trust. Bella sought the next course of action, and Gelro, utilizing his unique abilities, discerned Warden's location, directing the team accordingly. Within the Empire's castle, warriors and White gathered, observing Hon, bound by troops. White, deeming humans incapable of understanding, warned Hon to leave the devil undisturbed. This provoked On's fury, and he broke free from the magical bindings. Brown marveled at Hon's strength, and White conveyed that Parlia goddess's orders compelled them. Hon, recalling a poignant memory of his past, stood resolute. Meanwhile, Warden pondered Park's whereabouts, acknowledging Park's formidable strength gained in a short span. Confident that Park wouldn't shy away from battle, Warden confronted Park and Marley, only to face resistance from Friday. The ensuing battle showcased Warden's prowess, but a surprising intervention from Friday, consuming sparkling Mentos, altered the course. In a daring move, Friday exploded, carrying Warden into the air, urging Park to take the shot. Despite Park's attempt, the shot missed Warden's heart, striking his neck. Warden, plummeting and reflecting on his family, unintentionally unleashed an emotional wave affecting all present. Flashbacks revealed Warden's past from a humble adventurer to a devoted family man. His wife's tragic demise triggered a powerful emotional field, with Warden confronting Park, questioning the origin of his unique eyes. In a parallel narrative, Park recalled a departure from his home for military service, his mother's tears, and the challenges of adapting to a new world. Warden's taunts angered Park, leading to a fierce confrontation. Despite Warden's emotional abilities, Park remained resilient, urging Warden to continue the fight for his family's sake. As the battle unfolded, Gelro's timely intervention allowed Park's team to navigate Warden's emotional field. Gelro theorized that Warden's power stemmed from warm memories, and Park's attacks weakened him. Park instructed Gelro to restore Friday and Marley's senses. Warden, still formidable, managed to fend off Park's team until a surge of determination from Marley empowered Park. Transforming into a new, formidable form, Park engaged Warden in a one-on-one duel. Warden warned of a potent attack, charging his sword with energy, memories, and emotions. The climactic clash saw Park dodge Warden's strike, counter, and sever one of Warden's limbs. With the Warden's emotional field dissipating, he acknowledged defeat, prepared for the inevitable. The stage was set for a decisive outcome in the intense battle between Park and Warden. However, Park reverted to his normal state, sparing his opponent's life. He commanded Warden to leave the Empire with his daughters, never to return. Warden's team acknowledged their defeat, witnessing Warden's condition. As they exited the prison, Gelro inquired about their next move, and Park disclosed his intention to eliminate the warrior. Parlia goddess, losing track of Marley's power, pondered Park's whereabouts, using her powers to glimpse the jail's fate. Astonished and pleased with the outcome, she considered it a masterpiece, anticipating a clash between Park and Kim. The Devil successfully escaped from the detention center known as the Frontal Escape. The attack on the prison camp, under Han's jurisdiction, indicated a challenge to the Empire's global dominance. As troops carried a coffin, mourning echoed through the Empire for someone dear. Han, reminiscing about his early days with Kareem, felt a deep sorrow at his friend's demise. Despite surpassing Kareem's rank, Han sought advice from him in various aspects, cherishing their camaraderie. After mourning Kareem's death, Warden, having survived, approached Honorable Warden, contemplating retirement, explained that the Devil of the Oracle was human with a family and experiences of sadness and despair. Warden, unable to face him at full strength again, apologized to Han, offering to take responsibility for the Empire. News of Kareem's death and father's retirement quickly spread across the Empire, sparking debates among its members. Some feared, while others expressed anger. The red-haired girl, seeking June's whereabouts, learned he was with the Devil. As Han trained in swordsmanship, the world remained quiet, signaling an impending storm. At June's hideout, Park initiated his first business for military funds, unveiling fried chicken to his team. Despite sharing his extraordinary journey, the team seemed more engrossed in enjoying the chicken than Park's story. Marley's past as an A-rank remained a mystery due to a binding contract. The arrival of Maibomei, a purple muscle man, and his pet disrupted the tranquility. Maibomei, recognizing Mother's energy in Park, questioned him about stealing it. Marley intervened, revealing Park's story. Maibomei apologized, offering his pet to Marley to restore her divine power. Marley, conflicted, looked to Park for guidance, but he rejected Maibomei's offer, leading to tension. Maibomei rationalized the situation, emphasizing their responsibility to solve their world's problems. Marley, torn between her godly origins and newfound human empathy, felt a connection with Park. Maibomei, moved by their bond, allowed Marley to stay with Park, trapping them in a muscle-created arena. Despite Park's eagerness to fight, Maibomei effortlessly defeated him, advising him on mastering Marley's power. Cindy and Bella, seeking revenge, were subdued by Maibomei. With Maibomei's guidance, Park learned to regenerate his body using Marley's power, setting the stage for his training. In the Imperial Central Church, the warriors discussed growing threats. The red-haired staff member teased Hon, and Abramons hinted at nefarious activities by the Kingdom of Maceven. The warrior reassured them, vowing to handle the situation. An informant revealed Park's past and the growing threat he posed. The warrior, surprised at the revelation that the devil resembled a human, inquired about Park's name, causing visible distress. He turned to White, seeking answers,